Ngayon na amin lahat ng proyekto, pati classroom, pati ospital, tulay, kalsada, lahat substandard.
Opo.
While watching this clip of Senator Bam Aquino questioning a contractor about substandard project, I couldn't help but feel a deep sense of frustration when Bryce answered yes. It wasn't just admission, it was a painful truth that every Filipino has lived with for years. That single word carried the weight of every cracked classroom wall, every broken bridge, every road left half done and forgotten. It echoed the cries of communities waiting for safety, for progress, for the promises that were never kept. It's heartbreaking to realize that what should have been a symbol of hope have turned into reminders of neglect. Behind every unfinished project are children walking through mud, workers risking their safety, and families losing faith in the system that should protected them. This isn't a political issue, it's personal, because when those projects fail, it's the people who suffer. What you're seeing right now has been part of our daily struggle. This unfinished road above our home, from Lupa to Mulao. It's been like this for a long time, half done, forgotten, and slowly being covered by grass and leaves. This road was supposed to make people's life easier for residents and for students who walked every day to Mulao National High School, but now it has become a symbol of what we call substandard infrastructure in the Philippines. Hi everyone, I am Dianne and today I'm going to share with you my stand about one of the rising issues in our country, substandard infrastructure. We see so many projects being announced, new roads, bridges, and buildings. But the excitement fades because the quality isn't there. Some are left unfinished, while others start breaking down just a few years after completion. In my own experience, this road above our house is a perfect example. They started with good intention, but they never came back to finish it. There's no cement, no canal, and when it rains heavily, the water has nowhere to go, so it flows right in the middle. Maybe they thought no one would walk here anymore, but that's not true. They started this project when my mother was still in her elementary days. I'm sure it's been more than 20 years already, and that's what makes it more disappointing because it shows how long people have been waiting. We, the residents, still use this road. We still hope that one day the government or responsible agencies will remember it and continue what they started. When you talk about development, it's not about how many projects are started. It is about how many are completed with quality and purpose. We deserve infrastructures that last, safe roads, strong bridges, and classrooms that can stand the test of time, not projects that fade away like promises forgotten in the rain. For me, one possible recommendation is to strengthen project monitoring. Government officials should not just attend the groundbreaking. They should also check the progress and completion. We also need transparency. People deserve to know where the funds go and who's accountable if a project remains unfinished or poorly built. And maybe the community can take part too, by reporting, by being observant, or by not staying silent when we see something wrong. You know, sometimes I just can't help but think, how many more unfinished roads, broken bridges, or low-quality buildings do we have to see before something finally changes? We always hear about new projects, big budgets, and construction plans, but when you look around, there are still so many left undone. Some roads end halfway, some bridges are already cracking, and some buildings don't even look safe anymore. It's not only about the materials they use, it's about the lack of responsibility and accountability. It's like they just want to start something to show progress, but they don't make it sure it's finished properly. And at the end, it's us, the people, who have to deal with the problems every single day.
Let us remind everyone that the true progress is not measured by the numbers of projects built, but by the quality and care that put into each one. Even in forgotten roads like this, there's always a hope, a silver lining that one day things will improve when we all care and holding our leaders accountable.
If every project was done right and completed with quality, imagine how much better life would be. Roads that truly connect communities, bridges that make traveling safer, and buildings that last for years. That's the kind of development our country deserves. This project doesn't end with unfinished roads. It goes deeper. Because if we look around, there are ghost flood control projects too. Projects that were proudly announced, budget released, pictures taken. But when the storm comes, the flood tells us the truth. There was nothing, no real protection, no real project, just names on paper and empty promises. And yet, we still pay higher taxes. Every single month, every purchase, every paycheck, Filipinos give a part of their hard earned money, believing it will go to something meaningful. But how can we stay silent when the result we see are crumbling walls, broken bridges, and roads that lead to nowhere? We're told that taxes build the nation, and I believe that's true. But what kind of nation are we building if honesty and accountability are missing? We can't move forward if corruption keeps pulling us back. This is why I take my stand. Because I'm tired of seeing communities left behind, people risking their lives on unsafe infrastructures, and students walking through mud just to reach their dreams. It's not enough to just build. We need to build with purpose, with honesty, and with heart. We need leaders who care not only about ribbon cuttings, but about long term safety and quality. And we, the youth, we have a voice. We may not hold power now, but our awareness, our courage to speak up, that's power in itself. I believe that progress should never come at the cost of integrity, because when corruption wins, the people lose. This isn't just my opinion. This is my stand. I stand for accountability, for transparency, and for a kind of progress that truly uplifts every Filipino. Someday, when I look back, I want to say that I spoke up, not out of anger, but out of love for my country, because we all deserve better. And I believe we can do better if we start demanding for it now.